everyone, it's Dawn, welcome back, and today I'm going to be doing another in our series of crafting for a business. And today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about photography, the best ways to photograph your items and a couple of ways that perhaps you should avoid. So I'm going to use the same set that I used when I was showing you how to price your items, which I hope you found useful. And indeed I hope you'll find this one useful. So, this is the setup I've done for the first one. You can see the box, you can see all the items, but unfortunately you can see all the clutter in the background as well. You can see a little bit of the radiator, you can see a bit of the mantelpiece, some of the decorations. So that wouldn't be the best way to do it because it could be a bit confusing. And it does look cluttered, and to be honest with you, it doesn't look very professional. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. And that one is better. We have got a nice clean background. You can't see any of the junk at the back. But what I have done with this one, I have added a bunny as a prop. Now, this is another mistake. I know she looks very cute and she's even got a dress that matches the colour theme. But it's sometimes quite tempting to use a prop to make the product look more appealing. But the problem with using bunny, if you put that in your post and you use it in your advert, people might think that bunny is part of the product. So you'll probably get lots of sales, but you'll get the sales because they think that they're going to get bunny with it. So if you're going to use a prop, don't use something that's not part of the set because it is misleading, although she looks very cute. And I didn't make her dress to go with this. I made that set some time before I got bunny. And so I'll show you a different way of using props if you want to use props to add height or to add a bit of variety in your post to make it look more eye-catching. So we're going to move on to the next slide now. So there we go. We have used props, and what I've done is I've used some of the writing paper or one sheet of writing paper and one of the note cards, and they're all from the set. So if you use props, make sure you use it from the set so people will see exactly what they're going to buy. So everything they see, whether it's in your general layout or in your props, they'll know that they're going to get everything they're seeing in their pack when they buy it. Now, that photograph as it is, it's not bad. It's a clear background. You can't see any clutter in the background, but there's too much space. There's a bit too much white space. I have covered the table with a tablecloth. I've put a whiteboard at the back. Now, this tablecloth, incidentally, you do need a white. I would always suggest you use white when you're making your backgrounds. And all I used a white plastic tablecloth, and I put some white, actually this is a white leftover piece of net curtain when we were decorating some time ago now. I had some white net curtain. It's very pretty, so I decided to keep it. And it just adds a little bit of detail, but it's still white. And those two boards at the back, all they are a couple of ordinary pieces of, they're mount board. You can use chipboard if you can find chipboard that big. But any board that you find that you can find, whether cut down a piece of cardboard box, that'll do. And I just covered it with some white contact paper or sticky back plastic, whatever you call it, wherever you live. So it has different names, or you can just cover it with white paper if you want to. It doesn't have to be contact paper or sticky back plastic, but cover it with anything that's white. You can even just throw a white cover over it if you want to. But this photograph is okay. You can see the lined paper, you can see all the bits, but as I say, there's a bit too much space between it. There's too much space around it. It doesn't focus enough on your item that you're selling. So I'm just going to flick over to the last slide now, and so we're going to come over here. This is the best way to photograph your items, folks. So you've got a nice sharp focus. You've got some bits in the background straight from your pack, from what you're selling, which will give it height and variety. And if you're going to do something like this, what I've done is I've put the note card there, and when I've put it on the top, I've put it on the opposite side, and likewise the note paper, just to balance it and make it look more attractive. We don't want it too uniform or too military, for want of a better word. So you want it to have variety, you want it to have height, but you want it to be appropriate. So there you go, guys. That's just a very quicker than I thought, but that's a very quick guide on how to set up your photographs. Keep it clear. Don't use any props that aren't in the item or products that you're selling, especially if it's a set. Keep your background white and keep them clean, and you will have a very successful photo shoot. And whether you're putting them on your Facebook page, whether you're putting them on your website, your Instagram, any other items or places where you sell your products, if you keep to white backgrounds and not too much clutter around it, and just use props that are in the pack that you're selling or the product that you're selling, you will have a great photo shoot. People will be able to see what they're buying, know what they're getting, and know that they're getting what they're paying for. So there you go. That's just a very quick guide. Hopefully it's a useful guide on how to photograph your items and how not to photograph them, because it's just as important how not to do something as it is to know the correct way. So that is very clear, it's very concise, and there's not too much white background surrounding your item. So that's it for today. I hope you found it useful. If you're enjoying these videos and you haven't already subscribed, if you have, thank you so much, I appreciate it. But please do give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying these videos. And subscribe if you haven't already, please. Hit the notification bell and you'll never miss another video. And when I come back next time, we're going to be doing the first project in our series from Papercraft Society Box 38. So I hope you can join me for that. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Have fun. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.